And now moving just south of the border, where a major development has taken place in Mexico's fight against organized crime. 10 members of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel have each been sentenced to 141 years in prison for their role in running a ranch used for recruitment, killings, and disappearances. The site, located in Jalisco, was linked to the murder of multiple victims, with charred bones and clothing later recovered. The sentencing marks a significant moment in the crackdown on cartel violence, with 5 more suspects still awaiting trial. Here's more in our next report.
A remote cartel-run camp in Mexico once served as a killing ground. Now justice has prevailed. 10 men, tied to the feared Jalisco New Generation Cartel, were each sentenced to 141 years and 3 months in prison yesterday. Their crimes were chilling: kidnapping, murdering, and disappearing people at a rural property in Tijuchitlan, Jalisco. Now, this ranch wasn't just a hideout. It was a training camp, a killing field, and a mass grave. For 3 years, Rancho Izaguirre operated under the radar, despite official warnings. The 10 convicts were arrested in September 2024 after a National Guard raid uncovered grisly evidence. The court also ordered each of them to pay 1.3 million pesos, which is about $65,000 in restitution to the victims' families. But the case is far from over. 5 more suspects await trial, including 3 police officers and a cartel recruiter, and the mayor of Tijuchitlan, Jose Murguia Santiago. Even more shocking, the Jalisco Human Rights Commission had raised red flags about the ranch as far back as 2021. The local government ignored them, and in that silence, people vanished. Then, back in March this year, the story exploded when a group of missing persons searchers discovered piles of charred human bones, burned clothing, and scattered shoes. Naturally, the outrage was swift. Investigators had allegedly sat on evidence for months. After the raid, 1 body was found at the ranch, along with 2 men who were later convicted. Amid rising pressure, Mexico's Federal Attorney General's office took over. But even that move was clouded in controversy. In April, Attorney General Alejandro Gertz Manero claimed there were no cremation pits at the site, and the search group fired back. They said they had found 17 sets of burned human remains. These are now with forensics. The ranch became a symbol of Mexico's missing, its broken systems, and its ghosts that refused to stay buried. But just as one cartel case reached judgment, another one begins in the U.S. Ovidio Guzman Lopez, the son of infamous kingpin El Chapo, is now expected to plead guilty in a U.S. court. The hearing is set for today. If he follows through, he will become the first of El Chapo's sons to make a deal. President Claudia Sheinbaum criticized the possible plea deal, calling it an insult to the soldiers who died. She questioned whether the U.S. was now negotiating with terrorists. As the court prepares to hear Ovidio's new plea, one question remains. In this deadly game of cartels, courts, and cover-ups, who is really in control?
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka kaljo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$1 trilhão.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.